Good morning, this is Sam, and I am here with you from my house to do the YogaShape Method. I'm so excited you're here. If you're there, say hello, say good morning. The YogaShape Method is for all ages and all abilities. It is a combination of Hatha Power Yoga with Lottie Burke Pilates method infused into the class, as well as some sculpting and toning classes to work on those areas that we all despise. So if you were there, say hello. I'd love to hear from you. And all you're going to need is a mat and a water bottle. If you have a hand towel, grab that. I'm just checking sound to make sure everyone can hear me. Here with you from my house. Great, so we're super excited to be doing the YogaShape Method this morning. As you know, those of you that are following me, I love doTERRA oils, so I've already put on a little bit of lemon this morning, and I also, it smells so good, put it in my water. It's very uplifting, it helps remove toxins, it's just a great oil. I have the whole doTERRA essential family pack, so these are just great. We've got Breathe and peppermint. I love frankincense and bergamot, all of just some amazing oils. So let's get started today on this hot and sultry day in sunny Florida. Let's start today with our feet about shoulder width apart. Just drop your arms down. And if you're new to YogaShape, all the poses have been renamed. We focus on our breath. We don't have any ahms or chanting. So let's start picking our shoulders up and just rolling them and squeezing them back. Squeezing your shoulders back, breathing into this. And when you squeeze it back, try to squeeze your shoulder blades together. And let's do this again. Then let's drop our head down and roll our neck to one side. And then roll our neck to the other side. Let's do that a few times. Just going side to side. Notice if you feel anything pulling. And then let's get right started. Let's inhale our arms right up to the sky. And let's exhale down. And let's inhale right up. And exhale down. So if you have any weights, let's just grab them. If you don't, that's okay. And let's just start right in. Let's just drop right down. And we're just standing down and standing up. So just a little squat and standing up, breathing into this. You're just doing a little squat like you're sitting in a chair. And then let's just inhale those arms up to the sky. Clasp those hands, come down into that seated chair. Sit here and just breathe into this. So look down at your toes. Make sure you can see your big toes, and then shift your weight back. I want your toes to pop up a little bit. You can drop the weights here or just have them here if you have them. And then let's stand up again. So we're just squatting down and up, just warming up those legs, saying good morning. It's a beautiful, gorgeous sunny day. And then let's squat again here and little hold, little pulses, pulse, pulse, pulse. Just a small range of motion, and then let's just stand up again. So let's just do 10 more of these. Breathing into this. Warming up everything, getting the synovial fluid flowing through our body. And then let's sit and hold again here. The little pulses, pulse, pulse, pulse. Beautiful. And then let's just drop down. Drop the weights if you have them. Drop your hands down when standing forward fold. Let's have a slight bend to our knees. If you have a towel, you can put it behind you for a moment. And then let's just weepy willow side to side. And let's come back to the center. Let's try to straighten those legs, lift those hips and glutes up to the sky. Drop your head down, and you can reach behind and clasp your hands and extend your arms up to the sky, or hold your towel and just breathe into this, inhaling and exhaling through your nose. And then let's slowly come up, coming into a seat, chair here, and drop back down. Try to go a little bit further, extending those arms out over your head. If your low back hurts at all, Keep a slight bend here. And then let's just come back up for a moment and drop back down. Letting those arms just extend out and over. Breathing into this. And then let's just release those arms down. Place your towel to the side. And then just reach up with one arm, bend one leg, the opposite leg, and just reach up, stretch to the side. And let's switch sides and inhale the other arm up. And then let's flow with that. So one arm up and down and switch sides. One movement with each breath. Breathing into this. Let's do a couple more of these. One movement with each breath. Just going into that, one or two more of those. Beautiful. And then let's slowly roll up, rolling all the way up. Roll those shoulders out. Inhale those arms up to the sky. And inhale all the way up on your toes. And then let's come back down into that chair. And then let's inhale all the way up. And come back down into a chair. And inhale up. Coming all the way up on your toes if you can, working on our balance. And one more, inhale up. And then this time, let's come back down into that chair. Shift that weight back. Come bring your hands into your heart center. And then let's lower our arms down to the floor. Grab your weights again, and let's, if you have them, slowly rise up and rotate your shoulders out and around. Let's just plie our toes out to the side. And we're just gonna drop down and bend these weights up. So drop the weights down and just pull them up. So we're bending and then we're pulling everything up. Breathing into this. Just warming up those legs. Getting a little bit extra with these weights. And then let's just hold here. Bring those arms out to the side. Little pulses, pulse, pulse, pulse. Make sure your back is straight. Arms out to the side. And then let's sit and hold here. And let's inhale and come up straight and then drop back down. So we're just extending those legs out straight. Breathing into this, warming up. And then let's come back up to the top here. Arms in at the front and bend down and pull this up. So drop down and pull up. Just straighten those legs. You don't have to squeeze your glutes, just straighten up. And then drop down here, arms out to the side, little pulses. Again, you don't have to have the weights. If you don't have them, that's okay. And then let's lift up and drop down. Just a little extra. Good job, we're warming up. And then let's come back to that center, lay those legs down and pull up for 10 more. 10, 9, 8, and we're just straightening our legs, warming up. Just sit down a little lower if you can. Breathing into this. And then let's drop down, bring those arms up, sit back, and little pulses. Pulse, pulse, pulse. Good job, you got this. And then let's hold here and let's come all the way up and drop down. Sit a little bit lower if you can. And then let's sit and hold here. Pick up one heel and little pulses. And then lower that down and pick up the other heel, little pulses. And then lower that down and let's drop down. Drop those weights to the side, drop to the center. Drop your head here. Feel like you can walk out those arms and just pull into this, breathing in here. And then let's just come back up, hands on the center of the mat. Take one arm and reach over and grab your ankle. And then take the other arm and extend it up to the sky. Breathing into this. You can look down to the side or up. If you want, you can bind here and just open up a little bit more. And then let's bring that arm back down, bring everything back to the center. Switch sides, bring the other arm around the other leg. You can stay right here if you want, or you can go to here, arm up in the sky, or you can wrap it around in a little bind. And then let's come back to the center. Let's just walk our arms all the way around, coming to our mat. Let's bring our legs back and go into downward facing dog. Spread out your fingertips, press your hands on the mat, and let's just walk that dog out. So just walk your dog out, noticing if you feel tighter on one side than the other. And then let's come all the way into down dog. Let's inhale and come up on our toes, and then roll down, and then inhale and come up. Roll down, really stretching that fascia out, everything out in our feet, and then roll down. Then let's go into our down dog. Let your head relax. It should be in between your arms. We're trying to get our heels down to the floor. Great job. And then let's slowly come forward into a plank. So full plank is here. Shift your weight forward a little bit. Modified would be here, not here. Lower those hips down. So let's just hold plank for a moment. And let's push all the way back into that down dog. And then come forward into plank again. Now let's lift up. We're gonna just lift up one leg and then the other if you can. So just practice lifting up side to side. Good job. And then let's press and roll all the way back into down dog for a breath. Or two, and then let's come forward into plank again. And this time let's just bend and extend and switch sides. Bend and extend. Shift that weight forward. Bend and extend. Abdominals in. We're just bending and extending. Bend and extend. Beautiful. Couple more of these. And then let's push and roll all the way back. And then come back forward again. This time let's just bend one leg and extend. And then the other and extend. Good job. Shift that weight forward. Abdominals in. You got this. Good job. And push all the way back. Beautiful. You can walk your dog in a little bit closer. If you're trying to get your heels down, then let's drop down to our knees and flatten our feet behind. Walk your arms in. Let's get ready for cat-cow extensions. Breathing into this. So we're going to arch our abdominals, arch our back up, slight bend in our elbows, pulling everything up, up, up. Feet are flat behind. Don't have them up, have them flat behind. And then let's release down and extend, dropping your belly button towards the floor, arching up slightly. Imagine an apple behind your neck. So I don't want you to hyperextend your neck. Your elbows are slightly bent. And then let's inhale and lift all the way up. And drop down again. Let's flow with that. Inhaling up. And exhaling down and out. A few more of these. Inhale up. This should feel good. We're warming up our spine, warming up our low back. And then let's get ready to go into spinal extensions. So let's come back to a neutral spine. We're going to bring our left arm out and opposite right leg. Lower your hips down, square that. So I don't want them up here, I want them lower. Your head is parallel with your arm. Point your toe, point your finger, and just breathe, balance, and hold. Spread out your fingers. Press your hand into the mat, and then let's release down and switch sides. Inhale the other arm and opposite leg. Lower this hip. Spread out your fingers. Point that toe. Breathe, balance, and hold. Breathing into this, and then let's switch sides and inhale up. Inhaling up. Exhaling down. Just going to move my mat back a little bit. And let's inhale up. Exhale down and switch sides. One movement with each breath. Beautiful. And then let's hold there at the top. Focus on that back leg and just little pulses. Pulse, 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 pulse. And then let's hold here, drop it down and lift straight up and down. Breathing into this. Pull your abdominals in. You're still focusing that gaze on the floor. Beautiful. Good job, everyone. Nice and slow. Don't go fast. Abdominals are pulled in. We keep breathing. And let's hold here at the top. Everyone drop their arm down. Cross this leg over. And then tap it down. Look behind. Make sure you can see it. And then let's lift straight up and down. The shaping part of our class. This is one of the foundation exercises that we do in every class. Beautiful. Keep going. Elbows slightly bent. Pull those abdominals in. And then let's just reach behind, look at that leg, and then let's bring it all the way forward to a kick, and then straight back. Try to keep the leg straight. Follow the path of your leg. Breathing into this. Good job. And then drop it down, flatten that palm of that foot down onto the floor. And let's just sit back and stretch everything out. And then shift forward again for a moment. Now if you need to, you can take your towel or fold your mat. I'm gonna put a little extra padding under my knee. Place this back out. Shift your weight just a little bit and let's lift this up and just tap. And then let's bring this leg back in. You're gonna tuck this under and then lift it back up and down. So you're not actually tapping it, you're almost tapping it. Your knee's a couple inches off the floor. Breathing into this. Really getting into those hips and those glutes right now. And then let's hold here at the top, little pulses. Pulse, pulse, pulse. Good job, and release down. Do a little meat tenderizer on those hips if you need it. You can wipe yourself off a little bit. Let's do the same series on the other side. So extend the other arm and opposite leg up. Square your hips and drop down and lift straight up. Going nice and slow with our leg. We're breathing, we're balancing, we're toning, we're stretching, we're working our bodies. Let's hold here at the top, little pulses, pulse, pulse, pulse. Good job. And then let's release this arm down, cross this leg over, look back, and straight up and down. Elbows slightly bent, abdominals pulled in. Everyone looks good. And then let's just slowly come back to the center. I'm actually going to fix the camera. I think it's a little bit too close, so hold on. Come back to the center. We're going to get ready to do the same thing on the other side. Okay. I think I was a little too far into it. So this leg is here. Let's look back, and then we're going to bring it around and kick it. Make sure you're not kicking your flowers over. And then just drop this leg down. Let's shift our weight back for a moment. Just stretch this out, and then let's come forward again. And we're going to do little lift taps. And then you're going to bring this leg over and behind, and then up and out to the side to that fire hydrant lift. Good morning, everyone. Say hello if you're there. Keep going. These are hard. You got this. And then let's hold. Pulse, 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 pulse. Great job. And then let's shift our weight back. And stretch into extended child's pose. Or resting child's pose with your hands at the side. And then let's slowly come back up. Let's go right into a dolphin. So spread your fingers out. Scrunch your toes up. And let's just lift up here. Breathe. Your head is relaxed here. Shift your weight forward a little bit. And then let's just bend and extend our legs. So your fingertips are spread out wide, pressed into the mat. We're just bending and extending. And then let's hold here at the top. And then let's just drop down to our knees. And I want you to extend one leg all the way up here. And then bend it in. And just do little hip circles here. And then go the other way. And then extend that leg back out, drop it down, and raise the other leg up to the sky. And bend it in little circles. Breathing into this. And shift the other way. And then let's come back to the center. Let's press our hands into the mat. And let's lift back up into plank and step all the way forward with one foot. And then the other foot, walk your hands in. We're in standing forward fold. Straighten those legs. Lift everything up to the sky. Clasp your hands behind you if you want to, or grab your towel. It is so slippery here that I can't clasp my hands. And let that drop and just breathe into this. Straighten those legs. Head, neck, and neck relaxed. And then let's slowly come back up here into arms out to the side. Just you're almost in a little airplane here. I have my towel, you could be an airplane. And then let's just slowly rise up, lifting everything up. Let's bring our towels to the front. Grab your towel if you have it. And let's just raise our arms up to the sky. As far back as you can go, a little hyperextension here, and then slowly back down. And let's do that 2 more times. Inhale up. Going back here and stretching. And slowly come back down. This is great if you're at the computer all day. Doing this either with a towel or with a wall and just stretching. Let's just do a couple more of those actually. Inhale all the way up. And exhale back down. We're going to get ready to go into sun salutations. So let's just set this towel down to the side. Let's come to the front of our mats. We're going to do 4 sun salutations. Get nice and warmed up. So let's inhale our arms all the way up to the sky. And swan dive forward, hinging at our hips, slowly dropping down into a standing forward fold. Then let's inhale and look up to monkey. And let's exhale back down. Place your hands on the mat. Let's step back with one foot and then the other foot into down dog or a one-legged down dog, your choice. Then let's come forward into plank. You can do a full plank or modified here on your knees. Then let's drop all the way down into this crocodile. Your hands are in really tight towards your chest, feet flat behind. Inhale and come up into an up dog and then cobra. Let's exhale back down. Let's throw in 2 push-ups. And then let's push and roll all the way back into down dog. And then step all the way forward with one foot. And then the other foot, so we're in standing forward fold. Inhale and look up to monkey. Exhale back down. Inhale into chair. And exhale all the way up and come back down into our heart center. Let's come to the front of our mats. And then let's get ready to do 3 more sets of these. So let's inhale up. And let's swan dive forward. Hinging at our hips, slowly dropping down into standing forward fold. Let's inhale and look up to monkey. Let's exhale back down. Step back with one foot and then the other. Now alternate your feet. You can go into a one-legged down dog. Let's come forward into plank, lower into crocodile, and then inhale everything up to up dog. Exhale back down. Let's throw in 3 push-ups here. You can do full or modified. And let's push and roll all the way back into down dog. Step all the way forward with one foot and then the other foot, standing forward fold. Inhale and look up to monkey. Exhale back down, and then inhale into chair, and then exhale all the way up, coming back into your heart center. And then let's step all the way forward. So breathing into this. We're gonna do one more of these. Let's inhale all the way up. And swan dive forward. And inhale and look up to monkey. Exhale, back down. Step back with one foot and then the other foot. Going into downward facing dog and then coming forward into plank. Lowering yourself down and then inhale up to up dog. Exhale, back down. Let's do 3 push-ups. I'm just doing modified today. Building strength using our own body weight. Going back into down dog. Then let's step all the way forward with one foot. And then the other foot going into standing forward fold. Inhale and look up to monkey. Exhale, back down. Inhale into chair and exhale. All the way up, coming back into your heart center. So great job, you've made it to mountain 2. So grab water. If you have any water, grab it. We're going to mountain 2. So great job. So if you have weights, you can grab them and just put them to the side. We're gonna use those. So these are just 3-pounders. So let's come back to the front of our mat, feet together. We're gonna go into chair, hands in our heart center. Let's sit down here. Shift our weight back, squeeze those legs together, arms up to the sky. Sit a little lower. Breathe into this. Let's bring our hands in and let's twist, wrapping the elbow around one knee. And twisting here, sit lower, arms out to the side. And then let's come back to the center and let's switch sides, opening these arms up. And come back to the center and then lower down, drop your head down, lift your bottom up to the sky, breathing into this. And let's place our hands on the mat. Let's step back with one foot and then the other foot, going into downward facing dog. Spreading out those hands. Press your hands into the mat. Okay, so we're gonna get ready to do a series here. Let's step all the way forward with our left foot. Pivot and flatten your right foot. If you have your weights, grab them. Let's rise up and rotate our shoulders out and around. And let's inhale those arms up to the sky. Lunge a little bit more, arch back a little bit. We are in mountain 1. Roll out that, warrior 1. Roll out that back foot. Keep breathing. And then let's drop our arms to the side and sit a little bit lower and pull back a little bit. Breathing into this. And then drop this arm down and raise this arm up to the sky and slide down just a little bit. And then let's windmill those arms back into warrior 2. Lunge a little bit deeper, pull back a little bit. Arms out to the side, don't let them droop. And then let's straighten our legs here. And let's just drop those arms down, turn your side. So we're gonna go into pyramid. So our hips are square with our legs. And let's just drop down, bring your chest right to your knees, right to your thigh, And then drop your head down if you can. You can walk your arms out all the way to your toes. Breathing into this. And then from here, let's step all the way forward. Hands go into the front and we're gonna raise this leg up. Flex your toe out. I'm gonna just hold one weight. Bring the other arm up to my shoulder. And then my arm all the way up to the sky. Balancing half moon. This leg is flexed. I'm focusing my gaze on the floor. You can look to the side or look up. And then let's bring this arm down to the floor and reverse and raise the other arm up to the sky. And then let's release back down. Let's drop this down to the floor. Pick your heel up and walk your hands in. You can have your weights to the side or bring them up. So we're gonna go into a lunge here. Lunge a little bit more forward. You can have your hands here, or you can raise them up. You can arch back a little bit. And let's slowly come back down into our heart center. Bring those weights down. Place those weights on the mat. Place your hands on the mat, and let's bring this leg back and go back into down dog for a few deep breaths here. So let's get ready. We're going to mentally prepare for that same series on the other side. And let's get ready, and let's step the other foot all the way forward. Pivot and flatten your back foot. Grab your weights if you want them, and let's slowly rise up, rotating our shoulders out and around. Inhale those arms up to the sky. Hinge forward, arch back a little bit. Breathe into this. And then let's drop our arms down to the side. Lunge forward, pull back, breathing into this. Don't let those arms droop. Then drop this arm down and raise this arm up to the sky. Slightly going over, breathing into this. And then coming back into warrior two, lunging a little bit deeper, pulling back a little bit, breathing into this. And let's slowly straighten our legs, shorten your stance a little bit. We're gonna go into pyramid. So we're squaring our hips in line with the wall on our leg, and then just drop down, bringing your chest to your thigh. You can stay right here, or you can walk your arms out. Breathe into this. Both legs are straight. And then let's slowly pivot this back leg and come up to our thigh. Shift your weight forward. You might just stay here, or you can come to here, or raise your arms up and slightly arch back. And then crescent lunge. You can really go a lot deeper with this if you want. Let's come back to the center. Drop down. It's really up to you. This is your practice. Let's bring this leg back. Got stuck. And then let's slowly come down. Let's drop down onto our knees. Let's go into our heads. We're going to practice our headstands or handstands. So clasp your hand and make a book. Place your hand on the mat. Now if you have a wall or a door, you can move yourself over to that. And then drop your arms down. I want a 90-degree angle here. And then you're going to butt your knees right to your elbows and place your head in your hands. You're going to scrunch your toes up behind and then lift up, walking your feet forward. And then you're just going to be able to pick up one foot and then the other and just balance here. And then you're going to be able to lift up. So this takes a little bit to get so you can get here, but it's really not as hard as it looks. Just keep breathing. And then let's slowly come back down and come back down, and let's go right into extended child's pose. We're going to do that one more time. So stretch out those arms. And then let's slowly walk our arms back up. So we're going to do that one more time. So clasp your hands and make a book. Place your hands on the mat. You're going to butt your knees right to your elbows. Scrunch your toes up behind. Place your head in your hands. And then let's lift up here. Walk your feet in. You might just stay here. This is okay. Or if you can, we're not kicking up. Notice I'm not kicking. Well, I kicked a little bit there, but normally it just lifts up. And then let's slowly come up. And then if you want, you can drop down into a V. And then slowly come back up. And let's slowly come back down and work on coming down gracefully and elegantly, not a big thud. And then stretch your arms all the way out. Nice stretch all the way out, just as far as you can go. And then let's slowly come back up. Getting ready to go into camel. I'm sorry, not camel. Let's just lift back up into down dog. Oh, I realized something we forgot on this other side. So let's step forward. I don't think we did balancing half moon. Pivot and flatten this back foot. And let's actually step forward with both feet. Have your hands to the side. And then you're going to take this back leg up and flex it and open. And then raise your hand up to the sky. Screwed up this sequence. I'm sorry. And then let's just breathe here. And then let's slowly bring this arm down and raise the other arm up to the sky. And then slowly lower down, placing our hands on the mat. Let's go back into down dog. Let's raise one leg up to the sky. Let's come up on our toe. Let's just drop down. Do that 2 more times. Just lifting your, coming up on your toe, dropping down. Square your hips here. And then let's bring this leg up and under, all the way up and under our belly button, and extend it back up and out. Try to keep our hips square here. Tuck it in again. And then up and out. And one more time. And up and out. And then let's bring this leg back down and raise this leg up and do the same thing. Square that hip. And then we're going to tuck it in and under. And then raise it up. Try to keep your hips squared. So we're not going for height. We're focusing on squaring off that hip. And then let's release down. Let's drop to our knees. And let's turn around and come into a sit position. So if you have a block or a magic circle or any of those, or even your weights, you can use these right now. Actually, not the weights. I'm going to use my magic circle. These are awesome. So I'm going to place this in between my legs. If you have a block, you can do that too. And then we're just going to slowly C-curve spine, and we're going to roll down until we can feel everything engaging here. And we're just going to squeeze our legs, our thighs a little bit. You can have your hands here. So just squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Beautiful. And then squeeze and hold, 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 hold. Great. And let's inhale and sit up nice and tall. Let's do that again. So C-curve spine down, arms up, and pulse. Squeeze those thighs together. It's almost like, reminds me of Suzanne Summers and her Thigh Master. And she used to do those infomercials on TV, and then hold it, hold, 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 and then slowly come back up. Now, if you don't have a block or a magic circle, it's okay. You can just do the C-curve and just hold here, and you can do little pulses this way. So just pulse, pulse, pulse. And then squeeze and hold, 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 hold. Good job. Sit up nice and tall. You're going to hold that magic circle. Put it to the side. Extend one leg out. Let's bend the other one in. And bring your towel to your side too. We're going to use that. So let's bend one leg in and roll all the way down to the floor. So pull your leg in towards your chest here. The other leg can be bent here, out straight. And then let's grab that towel and let's wrap it around our leg and extend it up straight. So this leg can be here or here. And then use your hands to pull this leg in towards your chest. Use the towel as a prop. Use your breath to go a little bit deeper. We are in Mountain 3. And then we're just going to release that a little bit. One arm out to the side and let this leg start to drop to the side into a twist. And then you can look straight up or look to the side. And then let's slowly come back up. Switch your hands. Place the other hand on your hip bone or out to the side. And let this leg just pop out to the side. This other leg can be bent or straight. And then let's slowly come all the way back up to the center. Bend this other leg in. Let's bend this down and switch sides. So extend this leg up to the sky. And you can have your leg bent or out straight and pull this leg in nice and tight. And then place one arm out to the side and let this leg drop over, flop over to the side. Look the opposite way. And then let's slowly come back up, switch arms. The other hand goes to your hip or to the floor, and then just let this leg flop out. Use your breath to go a little bit deeper. The towel lets you just breathe into this and just your breath a little bit deeper. You feel your muscles start to stretch more, and you can just breathe into it. And let's slowly come back up. Great job. Let's release that towel, leg down, and put the towel to the side. You can grab your magic circle if you have it. If you don't have one, that's okay. You can use weights or nothing. It's okay. So let's inhale our arms up over our head. And then exhale our arms straight up. You're squeezing that magic circle or that block or those weights. You're just lifting up and down. So that's our arms. And now let's add our legs. So we're gonna tuck these in, and you can just do a little tap here, like this. And you can lift up and tuck into this. Keep breathing. And let's add to this in, and our legs out straight and tuck in and out straight, or you can keep doing those little taps that we just were doing. And then let's slowly come back to the center and just hold this, hold, and release down. Inhale those arms up over your head. And then exhale down. So this just sets your magic circle to the side or your weights. Let's inhale our arms up over our head. Exhale down as we lift our legs up into tabletop. We're gonna do the Pilates 100. So your legs, you're gonna start pulsing your arms chin to your chest right here. Or you can extend your legs out straight. Keep breathing, inhaling and exhaling. Inhale and exhale. Keep pulsing. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale and inhale and exhale. Good job. Let's slowly release out of this. And then I want you to just lift up and turn around and come onto all fours on your mat. We're going to do a pigeon pose. So let's just come to all fours on our mat. Get into your tabletop. And then let's just lift back up and extend one leg up to the sky. Then we're going to bring it down and under and out to the side on our mat. We're going to lower ourselves down on our mat. Our foot's flat behind. And then you're just going to drop down into this pose. So if you have a towel or a pillow or your block, you could always put this under right here if there's a little bit of space. And then drop down into this pose. You can come right to here, or you can extend all the way out. Breathing into this. And then let's slowly come back up on all fours, or just on both hands, and just walk this up a little bit more. And let's switch sides. So you can extend the other leg, bring it up here, just switch sides. Make sure this leg is straight behind you, your knee is out to the side. You can place your towel underneath your hips. You can sit up nice and tall here. And then you can walk down, breathing into this. And then let's slowly come up onto all fours. Or not, I keep saying all fours today, onto your hands. And just hold here and breathe into this. Now I want you to do the same thing on both sides again. So I'm gonna fix the screen. I just want you to do the same thing again, if we can. Guess I can't see it, so. Okay, so let's come back to our mats. And we're gonna do pigeon pose one more time. So let's Just get down here on the mat. We're going to bring this leg up and out to the side and lower back down. Make sure that leg is straight behind you. And slowly drop down. And then extend those arms out straight. And then we're going to slowly come all the way up onto both hands. And you can stay here if you want. You can reach behind and grab this one leg. And then you can release down. And let's just roll over to the side. Bring this leg all the way around, bringing it all the way around into a nice sit position. Sitting up nice and tall. Let's inhale our arms all the way up to the sky. And drop our arms to the side and looking back. And let's come all the way back up. And drop our arms to the other side and look back. A little twist, so we're looking back towards that shoulder and up. And then let's come back to the center. We're going to do pigeon on the other side. So let's readjust ourselves, switch sides, bring your knee out to the edge of your mat and lower yourself down, flatten your foot behind. And then let's go into this pose, reaching our arms all the way out. And then let's slowly come all the way up. So you can stay right here. Or if you want, you can reach behind and clasp one leg. And then let's release this leg down and let's turn around and come into a sit position, bringing this leg all the way around. And let's inhale our arms all the way up to the sky and drop our arms down and look back. Or you can come back to the center, inhale up and drop down, looking back. And let's come back to the center here. Slowly untangle ourselves and let's turn around and come into a sit position on our mat. Extend one leg out straight, bend the other one in. And let's roll all the way down to our mat. Once we're here, bring your legs in. Let's massage our low back a little bit and let's switch sides. And then let's come back to the center and extend our legs up to the sky. Drop down and pull those legs in, going into a happy baby pose. Breathing into this. And then let's extend our legs all the way out straight. You can either be holding your big toes or holding your calves. And then let's slowly come back to the center and lower those legs down. Release and just let's lift up and sit on our legs, extend our legs out straight and arch up going into fish pose. Point those toes, look back. And then let's slowly come back to the center. Let's bring our legs back. Reach down and try to touch your heels. Your knees are straight up and pointed that way, your feet. And then let's lift up one vertebrae at a time, and then lift your shoulder up and tuck your shoulders under. Clasp your hands underneath and lift your bottom up into a nice bridge. And let's slowly lower down. Pick your heels up and one vertebrae at a time. Lower your thoracic spine and then your lower lumbar spine and then everything down to the mat. And then lower your feet and then let's do the same thing again. This time pressing in, lifting up, tuck under, lifting up to here. Clasp those hands underneath. Lift your bottom up. Imagine an apple underneath your chin. And then release those hands, pick those heels up, and one vertebra at a time. Focus on putting your spine on the mat. So upper spine, lower spine, and then all the way down. So, and then lower those feet, and then we're gonna do it one more time. You can do the same thing, or you can take it to the next level and go into bridge. So if you want to, bring your hands behind your head, place your hands on the mat, get your hair out of the way, and then you're going to just lift up, and lift everything up. Keep breathing. And then we're gonna slowly lower down, bring those hands down, feet, heels up, and slowly lower that spine down onto the mat. And then bring those legs in towards our chest, extend those legs up, and we're just gonna do a little lift up and then down, and then we're up and roll all the way up, coming into a beautiful sit position. Let's turn around and come into a sit position on our mats. Let's inhale our arms up to the sky and exhale down. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhale up and exhale down and inhale up. And then let's do a trunk roll to each side. And let's go the other way. Beautiful trunk rolls. Let's come back up to the center. Let's just bring our hands down and just cross one arm over the other arm and bring your thumbs to your nose and extend those arms up and arch into this, breathing into this nice stretch. And let's release and switch arms. Lift those arms up a little bit, breathe into this, and then slowly release out. Let's inhale our arms all the way up to the sky. Clasp your hands, let's come into our heart center. Let's do 3 deep breaths together. So you've worked your body mentally, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. Thank you for joining me today. I hope you liked the YogaShape Method. If you enjoyed it, this is a donation-based class. I do accept donations graciously. Thank you. More information on my website, YogaShapeMethod.com. And we will see you on the mat next time. Namaste. Thank you.